today we have the opportunity to talk to someone who's really very important in our community. The business they have is very critical to the health and vitality of our community and communities across the city of Chicago and beyond. We are talking with the owner of CBI Consultant. We have Lisa Gavin in the building, in the airspace. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Thank you, Tori, for having me.
Oh, it's an absolute pleasure. It's an important, I think, and a very vital principle and idea to, talk to business owners who help make our city work. So we're excited to talk to you about what you do. So first, tell our audience who and what is CBI Consultants.
Well, CBI Solutions Group would be the full name, but CBI is a company that works with people strategically in a partnership to help them build and develop their credit, and more importantly, to figure out how credit will help them reach the particular goals they have. So whether that's business ownership, whether that's, just kind of entrepreneurial endeavors that people have, whether it's preparation for retirement, making sure that you're doing everything cheaper, whether it's just, buying your first home or buying investment property. So people come to us for different purposes, and our goal is to make sure that their credit meets that end goal.
Mm-hmm. And what are some of the, pitfalls or downfalls when you're trying to make some of those purchases and moves and you don't have good credit?
Well, most people know by now that in this society it's hard to do anything without credit. It's even hard to rent a car if you don't have credit, because then they'll use your debit card and hold all your money, So it's just very difficult to do much without credit. But bigger goals is extremely difficult to accomplish without credit. So, the pitfall is that, a lot of times by the time you try to go and get something done, if you're not prepared in advance, then, you're going to be told no, very simply. And then it's going to be a different timeline in terms of trying to reach that goal, because you have to get that credit in order. You have to reach certain score criteria that, exist for different products or things that you want. And that can take time. So credit is something that you have to put the preparation time into.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. That makes a lot of sense. And you mentioned a little bit some of the things that people want to do, of course, when you need good credit. But what is it, your typical client? Is it are people having to make dramatic changes, or are things as bad as they think oftentimes? And how do you kind of walk them through the process?
Well, I think that because of the economy we're in, where so many people filed bankruptcy, so many people ran into foreclosure situations, or if they didn't foreclose, they had to go through modifications, to keep their homes, and in general recovering from a recession, people in general are not in great shape when it comes to credit right now. And so we have a lot of work to do. And most people that come to me, honestly, they know that they already have challenges. I think the bigger issue is trying to see from where they are to where they're trying to get to, how are they going to make that happen? And they're a little mystified as to what steps they need to take. Yeah, they know they need to clean their credit, but in all honesty, most folks that just clean or just repair their credit will not reach their goals, because credit and credit repair and credit development is way more extensive than just repairing or just getting a few bad things off. It's also building and developing the right types of credit, and establishing new accounts and things like that you can show that you are credit worthy. So the issue's way bigger than repair. So most people that come to me need both. They need repair and they need to be built back up. So that's our average client. They need a combination of both. And we're probably going to, on average, work with them somewhere between 4 to 6 months.
And it sounds like you kind of listen to what their goals and needs are, and then put together a plan that helps them get there.
Well, that's probably what makes us is the most distinctive thing about CBI in terms of as a company, in comparison to other things that people can go out there and do. Most other companies are not going to ask you your goal. They don't really care. What they're trying to sell you is that they can just get some things off your credit, and that's it. And so they're assuming that, well, I got a couple things off, go ahead about your business and do what you want to do. And then you're like, well, my score's still not high enough, So that's what's distinctive, because we do ask, what's your goal? And we do actually figure out what that plan needs to be to get you there. And so when you said CBI consultants, we are consultants. That's exactly what we are. And most people don't have access to a credit consultant that can help them figure all these things out.
Excellent. And you do workshops, seminars, you offer a few tools. Talk a little bit about those, please.
Sure. We actually, with myself, I'm on the board of Southside Community Federal Credit Union. And so they're one of the few institutions that, they're keyed in to what our communities need in terms of, being a lending institution for us, to reach out and give us the products that we need. So I do all of the workshops, credit-related workshops, that is, for the credit union. So that's also one place to get in touch where on a regular basis I'm doing workshops about credit. Independently, CBI does from time to time do workshops. We probably spend the majority of our time just individually consulting for our clients. And over the 14 years we've been in business, we've had over 15,000 clients.
Excellent. You've been listening to Lisa Gavin. She is the owner of CBI Solutions Group here on Beans Street Radio. We thank you for sharing a little bit of information. How can people get in touch with you to utilize your services?
Sure. They can give us a call at 312-376-4580.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tori.